Introduction. Biodiversity is a really cool thing, but it is being seriously threatened by all sorts of problems that I will go over in the next few sections. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Section 1. So I have found that there are 3 main threats of biodiversity: destruction, climate change, and invasive species. I will go over each one in their own subcategory in the next section. So let's start with destruction. Section 2A. Environmental destruction is bad because without a proper habitat, the animals and plants within an ecosystem cannot live properly. If the organisms live in a destroyed habitat, the ecosystem has a good chance of falling apart. And this kind of relates to the next subsection. Section 2B! Climate change is a really big deal. It's melting the polar ice caps in which animals reside, and it's also making the ocean levels rise, which could be very detrimental for some species. The world might be a lot different in the future than it is now, but keep in mind, this isn't the only problem. Section 2C. An invasive species is an organism that is imported from another region that can possibly throw an entire ecosystem off course. These are bad for biodiversity because they decrease populations of indigenous organisms from the area in which they are imported. Now, with all 3 of these issues threatening biodiversity, you're probably wondering, oh my gosh, that's terrible! What can we do to help? And that question I will answer in the next section. Section 3. Well, there's many things you can do. You can donate to charities, start petitions, pluck out invasive plants in your backyard, pick up litter at the park, and probably more that I'm not thinking of. If you could do any of those things, that would be wonderful. Conclusion! Even though biodiversity is being threatened, we can still fight to save it. Please do fight to save it. Well, that's all I have to say. This is Biodiversity Know Your Facts, signing out!